Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the online English classes. Before we proceed to the chapter, we recall it. What we learned in the last class. We start chapter 3, The Little Girl, from your Beehive book. In this chapter, I told you that Kezia was a small little girl. Here narrator wants to tell that the bond of love between parents and children that narrator express. Kezia, who misunderstood her father's strictness and usually remained scared of him. She kept a distance from him whenever he would be at home. She considered him to be as big as a giant. She would often get nervous and stutter while talking to him. She wants love and affection from her father. Her grandmother suggested that she make a gift for her father's birthday next week. Kezia made a beautiful pincushion, but she accidentally made a mistake. She filled it with bits of paper that she got by tearing her father's important speech. Now let's start the remaining chapter. And she was dragged down to where father was, pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? No, 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 she whispered. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damned thing. See that the child's put to bed this instant. Here what the meaning of to and fro? To and fro means continuous or regular movement backward and forward. Stared, looked extremely. Whispered, speak very softly. Fetch, to go and bring. The damned thing used to express anger at something. Now here, Kezia's father is full of tension as his important document has been lost. Kezia has torn it into pieces. Now Kezia will be scolded for the mischief that she had done. Now why is Kezia's father referring to the cushion? That she has prepared a damn thing? Because he is angry at the cushion. Kezia has torn his important document to prepare it. Now he is very angry with Kezia and he stared at her, asked her if she had torn the paper. Kezia was so scared that she was again stammering. And then Kezia's father ordered mother to go and bring cushion downstairs and asked her to put Kezia to bed at that very moment. He is too much angry. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. I am going to beat you for this, he said. Oh no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. He pulled them aside. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hand. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. But it was your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink palm. Here shadowed means dark, pattern, design or picture. Ruler, a straight length of wood. A side, on one side. Hold out, that means bring out. Once and for all, now and for the last time. Belongs to, relate to. Palm, flat part of hands. Now here, Kezia wanted to justify her action. As she was innocent, she didn't mean to harm her father. She was just preparing a surprise birthday gift for him. Kezia was very sad. She had been happy that she had prepared a surprise for her father and he would like it. But on the other hand, she had accidentally committed a disaster. Now he is about to punish Kezia for the wrong act she has done. Here bedclothes refers to the sheets, the top sheets that you cover yourself when you are sleeping. Now Kezia's father told her that he would beat her with the ruler. Kezia was so scared that she tried to hide under the sheet. Now here we come to know that why Kezia's father was being strict with her, why he was punishing her. Because he wanted Kezia to know the thing once for all that she should not touch that thing that does not belong to her. He wanted to teach her this thing so that it benefited in her future life. Right now, she was a small child. She didn't know what was important and what was not important. That is why unknowingly she was torn the important document of her father. And so he was punishing her. He didn't want to harm Kezia, but he wanted that Kezia should know that in future she should not touch anything that does not belong to her. Here Kezia tried to explain her position. She said that she had been preparing a birthday gift for her father and had to stuff it with something. That she said, Kezia, that father, we have to stuff it with something. She just tore the pages to stuff them into the cushion. She was trying to explain to him that she was just preparing a birthday gift for him. She wanted to give him a surprise. She didn't want to tear his important document, but Kezia's father didn't listen to her excuses. Kezia's father hit the palm of her hand with the ruler. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. What did God make father for? She sobbed. Here's a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Go to sleep. Pet, you will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. But the child never forgot. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back and red color flew into her cheek. Now here Meaning of wrapped. Wrapped means put, covered. Rocking chair, swing. Clung, held tightly. Sobbed, wept. Hanky, handkerchief. Now, Kezia was so afraid that she had got beating. Her father had hit her small little palm with the ruler, and many hours later her grandmother wrapped her in a shawl and was trying to pacify her. She made her sit in her lap on a rocking chair, and she was trying to put Kezia to sleep, and Kezia clung to her grandmother. So Kezia was still not comfortable. She was crying, and she said that God should not make father. She hated her father, and she was so much innocent. She didn't know what wrong she had done. She was just preparing a gift for him. She was heartbroken, and she didn't understand her, and said that God should not have made father. Now Kezia's grandmother was trying to pamper her. She gave her a handkerchief to blow her nose into it and go to sleep. She added that by morning Kezia would forget the beating. Kezia tried to justify herself. She said that she was trying to explain to him the reason for tearing the sheets of paper, but he was not ready to listen to her. So again, she see that the little child, so innocent, she didn't realize that her father hit her to teach her a lesson, so that she didn't touch anything that didn't belongs to her. Now Kezia's grandmother had told her to go to sleep, and that by morning she would forget the beating that her father approaching. She would keep her hands behind her back because she felt that maybe he would hit her again, and red color flew into her cheeks. Whenever she saw her father, she got scared and her cheeks got full of red. The McDonalds lived next door. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. The father with the baby Mao on his shoulders. 2 little girls hanging on to the coat pocket ran around and around the flower bed, shaking with laughter. Once she saw the boy turn the hose on him, and he tried to catch them laughing all the time. Then it was she decided that there were different sorts of father. Suddenly one day mother became ill, and she and grandmother went to hospital. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice, the cook, that was all right in the daytime. But while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. Now gap means small opening, fence, hedge, shaking, moving of the body due to laughter, hose, tube for directing water or water pipe, shorts, kind. Now here the writer tells us about the Kezia's neighbor. Her neighbor were a family named MacDonald. In all, the MacDonald have 5 children, and Kezia would see at them. through a hole in the fence. She would see that the family had a lot of fun. They played a game, tag. Tag is a children game of catching one another, like we play catch catch, like that. So all the children along with their father would have a lot of fun. Mr. MacDonald would make his little baby Mao sit on his shoulders, and the little daughter that he had, they would hang on to his coat pocket. So all the children were so much attached to her father that they would run around the garden, around the flower beds, and they would laugh and laugh. Kezia also wanted to have much such fun with her father, and also she missed it. One day she saw that the little son of Mrs. MacDonald opened the hose on it. Hose means tube was directing water or water pipes. They opened the pipes and tried to make him wet. But Mr. MacDonald was not angry with them. He tried to catch them and he was laughing. This was very strange for Kezia because her father was just the opposite of Mr. MacDonald. Now, when Kezia saw Mr. MacDonald, she realized that she was quite opposite to her father. She felt that God had made various kinds of father. One day Kezia's mother fell ill, so he was taken to the hospital, and the grandmother also went along with her. Now Kezia was all alone at home with the cook. The name of the cook is Alice. Now Kezia was fine during the day, but at night when the cook put Kezia to bed all alone, Kezia started feeling scared. What will I do if I have a nightmare? She asked. I often have nightmares, and then Granny takes me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark. It all get whispery. You just go to sleep, child, said Alice, pulling off her socks, and do not you scream and wake your poor pa. But the same old nightmare came. The butcher with a knife and a rope, who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile, while she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, Grandma, Grandma. She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. What's the matter? He said. Here, nightmare means horrible dream, whispery, full of whispers, pulling off, taking off, dreadful, horrible, still, silent, shivering, trembling. Here, Kezia asked Alice that if she had a bad dream, what would she do all alone? Kezia explained to Alice that whenever she had nightmares, she would go to her grandmother and she would sleep with her. That she said that she could not stay alone in the dark because she would be scared. She would hear different kinds of whispering sound which made her feel there was someone around her. So Kezia's father was sleeping in the next room, and Alice told Kezia to sleep quietly. She removed Kezia's socks and asked her not to scream and wake her father, but Kezia was helpless. So now this is a nightmare that Kezia had often. she would see a butcher. So this butcher would hold a big knife, a huge butcher's knife and rope, and he would approach Kezia. He had a dreadful smile on his face, and once Kezia would see him, she would feel that she was unable to move. She was so much scared of him. She was terrified to see that butcher, and her slip. Kezia cried out for help. She called for her grandmother. When Kezia woke up, she was shivering, she was trembling, and she saw that her father was standing next to her bed, and she was holding a candle in his hand. So Kezia's father had heard her scream, and he had heard that Kezia was calling for her grandmother, and he had come to help her. Now he asked Kezia what was the matter, why she was screaming. Oh, a butcher, a knife, I want Granny. He blew out the candle, bent down and catch up the child in his arm, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully tugged up the child. He lay down beside her, half asleep, still with the butcher's smile all about her seemed. She crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm, held tightly to his shirt. Then the dark didn't matter. She lay still. Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. Now here, dreadful means horrible, still means silent, shriveling, trembling. Seemed, appeared, crept close, moved closer, tightly held hard. Rub, to make friction. Now here Kezia was still scared of the nightmares. She said that there was a butcher. He was holding a dreadful knife, and she wanted her grandmother. So here we see the affection that Kezia's father for her. He blew the candle off. He lifted her and carried her to his bedroom. Kezia's father lay her in his bed next to him and covered her with the top sheet. Now Kezia felt her father's affection, and so she went close to him. She snuggled herself toward her father, and she held that his shirt tightly so that she would not feel scared again. And now Kezia had overcome her fear of her father. Now Kezia was with her father, and she was no longer afraid. He asked Kezia to rub her feet against his leg so that they became warm. Tried out, he slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him. He was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness, and every day he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. MacDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writing. She stayed suddenly and sighed. After, what's the matter? Asked her father. Another dream. Oh, said the little girl, my head's on my heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, father dear. Now here tried out means exhausted, to look after, to take care of, hardness, state of being hard, torn up, tearing. Now here Kezia realizes her mistake, that he had affection toward her father. He felt that her father was a poor man. He worked so hard. He was not so big as she found him to be earlier. Now he went off to sleep and didn't play with her like MacDonald. But Kezia felt that her father's heart was also full of love for her. She realized that she has torn up his important document, the speech that he had written, and all the realization. Make sure take a deep breath. Although Kezia's father was asleep, he heard her shout. He heard the sound that Kezia made, and he asked her what the matter was. Was she again watching a bad dream? Kezia replied to her father that she had placed her head of her father's heart, and she could hear his heartbeat, and she complimented her father that he had a big heart. So Kezia is showing her love for her father, as she had realized that her father also loved her. Then what's the conclusion of the little girl? Through the little girl, the writer wanted to portray the bond of love and care between the parents and their children. She realized her father was very loving and generous heart, and she loved her very much. I think that all parents love their children very much. They are always with them in every part of movement. They should show their love toward their children, even when too tired from work and do not have time for them. This is because display of love when creating a lovable and balanced growth of children. Here, in this way, we completed this chapter, Little Girl. I think you all understood the chapter. Thank you.